City over here. Over here at the job site, just getting over here, checking on things, looking for my drink. Got that. And yeah, getting day ready to be rocking and rolling today. Hoping today's gonna be a good one. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer today, so that's gonna be nice. And yeah. Today's probably gonna be our last day over at this job for the rest of the week. Probably won't get back over here till next week to work on that handrail over here. The real estate man is gonna be back next week, so we can't do the handrail until he gets back for whatever reason, and that's what it is. So you'll notice that we did a ton of Bondo work here because whoever did these stairs the first time were idiots, and now we've got to go and fix their F-ups because this piece is always going to be shown and you want this to just be beautiful. And when you've got all these, man, they just did a real dumbass job on that. So we got to get that right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Shout out to you guys. Maybe you guys got a chance to see the live stream that I did over on After Prison Show. Really put me in my place yesterday, realizing that my life is over in terms of being a After Prison Show guy. So it is what it is. All the signs are pointing toward, you know, what the future really holds for me. And I'm going to be a rapper or a musician, a children's artist, something like that. Maybe I'll be the next Blippi. Who the hell knows? But yeah, man, I'm really, you know, enjoying the way that the work flow. Hey, hopefully everything's working correctly. I just had a phone call. Sorry about that. You guys let me know if the audio's okay. Forgive me for that situation. Lieutenant Dan, what's going on? Shout out to you. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being on both streams. Dan, you were as well. Redskin Chris, appreciate you as well, brother. And to anybody else who checked out that live stream from yesterday, it was pretty good. I did a lot of talking about the music that I want to get back to. And I think, I don't know. The biggest thing is the work. The work is so freaking important to me. And I want this work to just be what we're able to continue to do because this is what I've got the most control over. I can't control if we have work and if we don't have work, but I can damn sure try a lot. I got a better chance trying here than I do in regards to, you know, social media content. And I'm not saying that I'm quitting social media content, but this has got to be what it is. And you'll see more of what I'm talking about in relation to that with the video I'll be sharing. The next video for Joe Does Stuff will break that down a little bit. So forgive the fact that I just had a phone call. That was Gene calling me. It was annoying the shit out of me because he called me for no reason and that interrupts the stream. But I'm already annoyed with Gene. Anyway, so I leave yesterday. I leave them with a couple of tasks to do. And here's one of, and don't get me wrong, they do great work. Like they did this build out yesterday for these stairs. We got rid of the gap. It's gone. Okay. The build out came out really nice. All right. That's all Bondo right there. When it's done, it's going to be flawless. All right. But I asked them to put a piece of bullnose up here. Okay. A simple piece of bullnose. And they do this right here. What the fuck? What type of Stonerville frickin' fuckery is that? And I know that don't seem like much to you, but to me, to Joe Vila, dog, that shit don't fly in my book. You big dummy. What did you do? What did you do? Like a bad dog with your nose in the shit on the carpet. What did you do? All you had was this dumbass little piece of shoe molding right here. And then we got the caulk. The what? Let me tell you why I'm so mad about that, okay? Joe expects you to know all we gotta do is just get up underneath the dumbass shoe molding, man. That's all we gotta do. You don't notch out the bull nose. Who does that? Who the fuck does that? My Stonerville crew does. And look, I'm going to tell you why I'm really mad about that. Because that bull nose is expensive, okay? I've got one more strip of it right here. We could correct it. We should correct it. We will correct it. But this shit is $30-something a stick, okay? And I wanted to return that. Okay? That's what I wanted to do. Just wanted to return it. But we won't, because now we have to get into those materials. Here's another one that we did, and as you can see, well, this one's a lot better. It goes underneath the way that it should, and it probably should do more, but that's where the flooring goes. Okay? It's not rocket science, and sometimes we turn simple projects into trigonometry, and I don't like that. But anyways, no big deal. Just take it off and do it correctly. And don't take me so literal. This is a job where I'm going to see a really decent profit off of this. So I'm not tripping on shit like that. But I do a little bit because you should know better, all right? You should know better. You don't do dumbass shit like that. This is a nice house in a horrible area. Every little detail matters here, okay? Because you can't control the outside variables. You can't control that. So when it comes to the inside, this thing needs to be right. And you know, we've got a punch list that we're doing, but the real estate man told me, he was like, look, if there's anything else that you see, feel free to correct it. And of course, guess what that is? Let's say it together. Okay, this is class. What is that? That is an upcharge. You're right. So for example, you walk in the front door of this place, and the first thing that I notice, because I'm a perfectionist, is I look up and I see this big dumbass crack right there. I see this big dumbass crack right there. And you can see maybe it looks like somebody tried to caulk that to get rid of that. That is a nice one right there. Okay, you got that nice little fancy light, but that big dumbass crack right there. For me, I need that to go away. Okay, I can't control the fact that the crew you had in here did the worst knockdown drywall work ever. Okay, I can't control that. Okay, but I can help to remedy certain things. Look at this nice window that leads to the outside above the front door, and look at how that son of a bitch is boxed in. Okay, you can actually see inside the framing up there. This is why you get you a crew of guys like me. And if there were 3 me's, dog, we would be unstoppable. But we're pretty good. And I'm not tripping on Gene because of that. I'm a little annoyed with it, but it is what it is. You know, we will get it corrected. And I'll tell you what I've been doing better of lately is not really jumping down these guys' shit. I used to do that a lot, especially with the apartment painting gig. But I'm putting myself and us in a better position to where we have the leeway for when shit doesn't go according to plan, that we can remedy it and it doesn't make or break the situation. But when it is situations where the job is bid too low, then everything is at a high stress, and that sucks. So, Bo and his girl, what are you talking about, clicks? Shout out to you. That's wild that you remembered them people. Old man Muskrat says Stoner crew killed Christmas. No, man, we're good. Christmas is already taken care of. My son's birthday's already taken care of. We're good, man. Joe ain't getting nothing for Christmas. Okay, I've already gotten me a couple of gifts. My birthday was last month. I got me that nice laptop. I got me my new phone. Joe don't need nothing. My Christmas, my presents come in the form of watching my son smile, running downstairs, seeing all those presents, seeing that cookie with the big bite mark in it. Yeah, man, when you're a dad, shit just hits different. Missy says, nothing wrong with being a stoner, LOL. Yeah, when you're watching Netflix and chill. But when you're on the job and it affects the work, I got a problem with that. All right, here's another issue that we got to deal with. So, we did get the other handrail built. Okay, now I built this one, and I want you to just take a look at everything. Everything looks flush and tight and, perfect. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. You see that? That's perfection. They built this one. And you can see that we're just a little stoned. And then we get just a little more stoned down here. We get a little stoned there. What are you going to do? Not everybody's going to be you. All right, check this out. So shout out to the fellas because they did get the light box installed up here. Remember all that? It was just dangling. Okay, the problem is it doesn't work. Now we tested the wire before we installed this and we do got power going to that. But, it's a freaking motion sensor for God's sakes. So they called me yesterday from the job site. I'm not trying to blast my guys, but this is a funny story and they are dumb as fuck for this. They called me from the job site. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 3:45 as a matter of fact. That's what it was. I'll never forget it for as long as I live. This is a great story. Hear me out on this. This is when you know you should drug test your employees. This is when you know you should drug test your day labor because that's what these guys are. But they're great guys. I love them to death. But sometimes, sometimes they just do things that just make you that make you chuckle. And this is going to be one of those things. So Gene calls me from the job site yesterday, and he tells me, hey, Joe, we got the light installed. And they did a phenomenal job installing the light. They did it exactly how I asked them to do it, put the light box up there, the conduit, secure the conduit, make it right. So, Aaron, shout out to you, brother. I ain't got nothing but love for you. Thank you for that donation yesterday. I'm never going to forget you for that. And you kind of just killed the story, too. They say, hey, we got the light hooked up, but it doesn't work. I said, what do you mean it doesn't work? They said, well, I'm adjusting it, and I can't get it to cut on with the motion sensor. I said, okay, no big deal. We'll get it figured out tomorrow. He says, well, I think I'm going to wait for it to get dark and then see if it works. I said, Gene, it's 3:45 in the afternoon. If you think I'm about to pay you for another 2 hours for you to sit out there and wait for it to get dark to see if this son of a bitch works, you're out of your mind. Okay, that's not how that's about to go. A motion sensor, or a floodlight, whatever you call it, is going to work whether it's daytime or nighttime because it's going to sense the motion, and we're right there by it. I'm not putting this on them. I don't think that they installed this incorrectly. I think that it's a switch issue, and we don't know anything. And then the real estate man asked me, he said, hey, look, you might have to figure it out. So when he tells me that, I know we got some bullshit going on. I don't know if these are labeled. I don't know why these are taped. Oh, these were taped off to paint. That's what it was. All right, so we can get rid of all this shit. This light switch, okay, this light switch right here controls this guy right here, which is working. Now, there's a bunch of knobs underneath of that right there. So we'll go and test it and see if we can get it figured out. Well, we will get it figured out. It's not that big of a deal. I'll also share with you that I could not get this guy right to save my life. That's the temperature in here right now, folks. 44 degrees. So this is hooked up the way that it's supposed to be hooked up. Let's take a look at that real quick. Oh, I forgot I got this phone that's got this freaking thing on it, and I can just set y'all right. I got a little freaking tripod on my phone. I got a little kickstand on it, but it doesn't work. Sorry. Thought I was doing something. Midnight Rider says, yeah, ours only comes on at night. Maybe I'm the dumbass. 2 of y'all have made that same comment, so maybe it's me. How crazy would it be if we're out here messing with this all day long, and that's the issue? It takes us till dark, and the son of a bitch only comes on at night. It's on some sort of an internal clock that we can't see. All right, let me put you guys right here for a second on my broken tripod. Yeah, they're not doing bad. And I'm not tripping on the guys. I'm not knocking them for their marijuana activities. Don't do it on my job, okay? But, you know, whatever. The bull nose upstairs, it's a stupid issue, okay? We'll get it corrected. Don't do it again. You do it again, I'll be mad about it. I ain't gonna trip on it right now. All right, let's see what's going on right here with this freaking HVAC situation. I got to put the kickstand up on the tripod to make sure y'all don't fall over because it's broken. So, hear me out here. We did get this guy wired up. All right, let's undo it. All right, there we go. We've got batteries in it, brand new batteries, so we know that that works. Okay. And then we have this thing wired up, and I'm going to show you this wiring connection. That $30 return, though, that shit hits different. It does. It does. All right. So here we go. We've got blue to blue, orange to orange, green to green. Why does green look so crazy? But green is in there. Everything's tight. Yellow to yellow, white to white. And then we've got red to red. And then the middle one in between white and red is not used. And then the red on this one is jumped. You can see maybe that little jumper. It looks like a paper clip connecting the two right there. So the red is jumped for whatever reason. And then on the old one, wherever that one went to, here it is right here. You've got the WE and the W2 jumped. And I believe that one of those is emergency and the other one is some other variation of heat. Okay, I don't know. We don't have all of the same stuff on this one. Now, we never had a face to this. And that's very important because I wish we did so that we could frickin' test this. Because here's the deal. When I put this thing back together, here's where we're at with everything. Forgive me. Shout out to you folks. Hey, K Schwizzle, it's because of you that I was able to do this, but I need your help again because it's not working. That's the problem. All right, I put everything back on. Okay. Make sure it all connects. Okay. All right, so she's hooked up right there. Now watch this. I turn on the heat. Everything is off. Okay, you make sure it's off when you do this. So I turn the heat on. Watch this now and listen. Shh. You heard it click. When it clicks, that's when you know it's trying to come on. 49 degrees in here. We got the heat set to 70. I don't know if that's too much overload right there. Oh shit. So you're telling me the red and the white could be backwards? Is that what you're saying? Joe, that's wired wrong? You're saying I don't have the 24 volts going to the red. So what does that mean? I need to switch the red and the white wire? Or do I need to let me turn this off because, also real quick, let me show you something. Let's just add another. Let's add another dynamic to this. There goes my tripod. You're saying no, the red should always have 24 volts going into it that supply the voltage for the thermostat. Okay. I don't know if we have a multimeter to be able to test that, but I want to show you something else too to add another dynamic to this. Now, we were able to get the upstairs HVAC working. Okay. Upstairs HVAC is working. We do got heat. I mean, look how old these systems are. We got the Kelvinator. This is the downstairs unit. And, you know, dog. I don't even know what the date on this thing is, but we can guarantee that this is something. It also doesn't have a breaker, okay, a fuse. This is an old breaker just sitting out here for whatever reason. We did test all of the breakers. Oh yeah, but we turned them all back off. Swap the red and the white is what Unfiltered Fisherman is telling me. I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we did that? Would that fix it? I'm gonna leave these off for a second, and I am gonna go mess with this, and you guys let me know. Let me know which wires you think I should move. I mean, what's the worst that we could do here? Destroy the entire unit? It's a freaking ancient, it's an ancient unit, for God's sakes. I don't even know if the damn thing works. We could be doing all of this. Good stuff says it's always best to have an HVAC tech deal with that stuff. Yeah, but once I get into it, look, if it has anything to do with the outside system, it's beyond me. But if it's just moving a couple of wires, for God's sakes, we do need the multimeter. So what do we need? We need the multimeter, and we need the test to see if the red has 24 volts going to it. Is that what you're telling me, K-Schwizzle? Because you're not telling me to switch those wires around. Fry a $30 thermostat that could have been paid for if it got returned. Look, we're not far off from telling the real estate man, hey, look, this is outside of our scope. When I meet with people and I tell them, you know, what we do and what we can do, I always give them the same spiel. I said, it's easier for me to tell you what we don't do. All right, appreciate you, K-Schwizzle. I always tell them it's easier for me to tell you what we don't do. And what we don't do is major electrical, major plumbing, and anything HVAC. And what are we doing? What are we doing? So, yeah, man, that's about it in a nutshell. We're going to do a little bit of painting here today, show you guys what we got to paint. We got to paint the front porch. We got to paint the back of the house. Damn, man, K-Schwizzle, I wish you was here too, brother, because we could easily charge $4.99 for this repair. Yes, we could. Yeah. Look, I can't solve all your problems. I can help you get a lot of it taken care of, but not everything I'm going to be able to do. And when it comes to the HVAC, we got lucky that the upstairs unit cut on the way that it did. All right, here's the back of the house. You can see we made the Bondo repairs here, okay? We got rid of those bullet holes so you can never tell that there was a shootout at this house. Look at that. Holy shoo. Damn, we got to do more there. But the real thing to share with you guys here is look at the freaking spray paint. You can still see the spray paint. You can still see it. And this is with the best oil-based primer on the market, Extreme Block from Sherwin-Williams. And you can still see that shit. So we got to douche that shit one more time to make that go away. And that sucks. So you're saying we could have the wrong wire for the 24 volt. Oh my God. So it could be a situation where the red and the white are backwards. I mean, shit, we ought to try it. We ought to switch it and just see if it does anything. I'm going to watch a YouTube video on it, and I promise you one thing, I won't do jump it with the, yeah. So if we jump the red and the white together, that should cut it on. Whew. That sounds sketch. No instructions in the box. Are there instructions in the box? I'm a white guy. We don't read these. Instructions for who? Yes, if you jump the red and the white, it will kick the heat on. Can we do that with the rest of the wires still wired up on the thermostat? Or should we take everything off of the thermostat and just jump the red and the white? Because we're getting ready to do this right now, folks. We're going to see if this works. You can leave the wires on. You the man. The fellas just pulled up. The fellas just pulled up. We're going to have a conversation on film. Oh, God, he's got the damn hoodie on. Hey, Gene. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Hey, come on in here, man. Let's have a conversation real quick.
All right, what's going on?
Let's go look at this bull nose up here.
All right.
We're going to have a teachable moment first thing this morning.
What happened?
What?
I didn't check the bull nose.
Oh, Gene, what the fuck is this?
I didn't cut.
He cut that?
Yeah, I didn't cut that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll take this off. I want to do this better.
Okay.
And no matter if you did it or he did it, just know that's definitely not the way we're doing that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But everything else looks great, man. You did a fucking kick-ass job.
And that's what you wanted, me slick and smooth, right?
I did.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I overdid it or underdid it.
Jason, quick lesson for the day. Don't notch out bullnose. Go underneath of whatever the obstacle is. So take something, use the all-in-one, get it up underneath of there.
Okay.
No big deal. We got another piece. We're going to put that in. Hey, we're getting ready to mess with this. I've got some people telling me that there could possibly be a workaround on this. We're going to try it. If it works, it works. So they're telling me I can jump the wires. And that should automatically start it. If it could be a wired incorrectly situation on the part of the installers originally. So what I want to do is go, let me get this thing unscrewed real quick.
Kick on those breakers again?
Yeah, but let me tell you when to do it.
Okay. Let me open this window so I can hear you.
Yeah, because I might be screaming like, ouch, as I'm getting electrocuted. And you know what? You might have actually been right, Gene, on the outside light coming on at nighttime.
Did it come on?
It did not come on yet, but people are telling me that's probably part of the problem. Well, we're going to test it again. We'll get it figured out. We're going to be doing some painting today. That's going to be the plan. All right. Yep, we're getting ready to do this right now. Jumping a white and a red wire together. So it's sort of like hot wiring a car. I don't know that this is going to work, but would be good if it did. All right, no power.
Here, he's working on right now, bud. Okay.
All right, Gene. Wires are touching. Tell me if that unit comes on.
Package unit over there. No, that's upstairs.
All the breakers are on? Yes, sir. All right, well, then this is probably an issue. We've got the red and the white wire touching. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting no sparks. I bet you blew the transformer by accident. Okay. All right, you can cut those off. Modern Clip says, why would you try that? Because the internet told me to. In case Schwizzle, I actually believe. All right, cool. We'll leave that alone. Yeah. Did you just shit yourself? Gene, I'm live in front of 30 people.
Hey, tell them $5 energy drinks ain't no joke on the gut.
I appreciate all the information, K. Schwizzle. Yeah, Duber, that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to have to get somebody else to deal with it because it's beyond us at this point. All right, so anyways, we're going to be doing some sanding, more bondoing. That's the game plan today, making everything in here look good. And yeah, man, that's what we got going on. We're going to get everything that we can get wrapped up over here today. And then we're going to be pulling off of this job and getting ready to do the roof. We got a roof job upcoming. We're going to be working all weekend as well. It's the week before Christmas, and we need all the work that we can possibly get. I want to make sure that these guys got as much money as they can going into the holiday break. That's what a good guy does. So good deal there. Real quick, want to give you guys a product review. I want to show you this. I bought this yesterday, and this is called the Hinge Mate 350 from Lowe's. It's $40. It's a hinge set. And what sold me on it was I saw this metal plate. And I thought that these hinge templates were going to be metal. And turns out they're not. They're plastic. And they go This is a real son of a gun. Hold on, let me wipe this lens off. This camera lens is looking a little funky this morning. And this is an iPhone 17 Plus Max Pro, so there's no reason this shit should be looking crazy. I'm gonna show you how this thing goes. So, here is, I guess, the way that it goes. Some kind of a way like this. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to screw it in where you want to make your template right there. And then you router it and all that good shit. But as you can see, this template, and this is the smallest one that they have, is just way too freaking big. It's way too big for this particular door, and the shit wasn't going to work. So, I'm not impressed with this product thus far. Now, I was going to take this right back. I didn't even use it. I was going to take it right back, get my $40 back, but routering hinges and hardware areas are something that we do. And this door is a little funky with this. This is just an unusual freaking door with this big freaking bulge in the front. Usually these are flush. So the fact of the matter is that is ass. And I did the door yesterday. The door is perfect. Okay, she shuts. She's freaking golden, like the hardware on her. And once we've got all the Bondo repairs done, she's gonna look really good. I did get a paint match on this yesterday, so we're good. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. It is Temu bullshit. It's a solid door, though. It's solid wood. Okay, Schwizzle, appreciate you. Click said, did you search on ChatGPT? You know, I have been using ChatGPT a little bit for work, and it hasn't been giving me the exact results that I want. So one of the things that I searched was illustrate instructions for how to run a conduit power supply for a light switch that had a pull string at first, but you're gonna install a light switch through conduit. Illustrate a diagram for that. And tell me why it created the most cartoon dumbass shit. It looked like a cartoon. And it had nothing to do with anything. So that didn't work out. I am getting ready to use ChatGPT for these stairs because you've got gray down here, hardwood here, and then you've got, well, gray up here. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, give me the best color, stain color. I want you to do some interior designing, ChatGPT, and give me, man, it's warm as shit up here. It really is. Give me the best stain color for this. I just want to see what it does. So we'll see. Hey, advice guy, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Good morning. Yeah, we're up over here just showcasing some little odds and ends. And really, I think the biggest thing that we're showcasing is growth. Okay, when things don't go exactly right, we're not flying off the handle. And, you know, when we can't figure out certain situations, we recognize our lot in life. HVAC is not for us. And we're not for HVAC. But I tell you what we are for. We are for pulling up right in the front yard and looking the damn part. Yeah, we are. Yes, sir. Shout out to you guys. I like doing these live streams on the job, showcasing the work that's taking place. Somebody had made a comment on yesterday's video, I think it was. Maybe it was yesterday's live stream. They said, Joe, it doesn't look like you're ever doing any of the work. And I know that it probably appears that way, but trust me when I tell you, I am over here doing the work. Gene, do I do the work?
You do work.
Thank you for co-signing that. I'll tell you one thing that we can do in the meantime. I also got 2 cans of Bondo. There's a bucket in the back of my truck or in the front seat somewhere. Go grab that bucket, 2 cans of Bondo, 1 paintbrush.
All right.
Okay? Let's get some sanding going.
All right. You want me to go ahead and replace that bullnose?
Yeah, and what you'll do is,
She still want me to cut around that bottom part over to the side.
What I want you to do is I want you to take a mud knife and put it on the floor, and then take the all-in-one and put it flush on that piece of shoe molding, and just cut a slit underneath the shoe molding. That way that bull nose slides right in there. Let's make sure we don't got no gap. You know, so just cut it as tight as you can. No big deal, just... We want to do this as perfectly as possible, and I know that that's a far cry from the quality of work that's already been done in here. What y'all talking about, man? Yeah, Glenn, we did it. We fished the wire through the wall. We made it do what it was doing. Do it the right way. Hey, do what it do. I hope you have a great holiday as well, man. Sandy says no more fill it with caulk. This is not the apartment game. It's not the apartment game. What are you thinking about?
Oh, no, I just got some bad news, that's all, man.
Oh, jeez. Click says, will you do reels? I'm always doing reels. I do them on Facebook. Joe does stuff. Facebook leaving from Lowe's. My reels that I do are totally separate from anything that we're doing over here. It's reaction content most of the time. Most of the time it's reaction stuff. And to talk about, you know, me actually doing the work, I'm going to be doing the painting out here. So we're gonna spray and pray out here, and then on the front porch we might do the same damn thing. It's crazy because we could not get a paint match for this. They just gave me a package white, which is just white vinyl siding, so hopefully it's gonna work out. And also, thinking about this spray paint, I wonder if we could have sanded this off. That could have been an option right there too, but vinyl siding is not that thick, so no telling if that would have worked or not. Yeah, man, I don't know how old this thing is, man, but I'm gonna put a good little bet that she's, you know, 20 plus years old, maybe even 30. Jake, when are we doing the magnet fishing? Man, we need to do it ASAP. I didn't even get a chance to share with you guys. We had another sailboat sink right outside my house over this past weekend. We had a bad storm and a sailboat sunk, and I'm wondering if there's a body on that shit. I kind of want to pull me a Logan Paul haunted forest in Japan situation and go check. What's crazy is I don't know if anybody even did. You know, these sailboats sinking out here is such a common occurrence that nobody even gives a damn. So I'm definitely going to be flying the drone out there. I meant to do so yesterday, but I got tied up on some things. Doing a live stream for for After Prison Show, and then moving my entire studio back inside of the house. That was kind of a big deal. But I want to do the magnet fishing, brother. I still got that damn thing. What if the magnet fishing, you know, is what causes us to make a comeback? What if that makes a comeback? So the motion sensor light had this connection on the end of it. We cut this off. Here's your hot wire. Here's your ground wire, your neutral wire, and then your green is your ground. And I need to get up here. I got a ladder right here. You know what? I think Joe is going to do stuff. Bear with me, folks. Put y'all right here for just a second. Right next to the cigarette butt. Oh shit, got the camera facing the wrong way. We should NPC out in the hood. I mean, we are in the hood after all. You always want to... That is a nice tall ladder right there. Let's go up there together and see what we got going on. Take a look together. My work live streams are lit. All right. Why ain't you working? Huh. Not very secure, that's for damn sure. All right, so the range is set to about 50 feet. They had it set to the max. They've got it on test. Let's take it off of test. The timer, I don't know what that timer is, like 1 minute, 2 minute, but it says like feet with that one thing there. And what in the goddamn hell is that? What is that? Man, I know that's not how they mounted this damn thing, man. Oh my God. Just when I be giving y'all the credit. Dog, we could have done something better than that. Oh my God. All right, so what's going on? We'll deal with that in a moment. No shit, that's, oh my God. Home inspector's gonna come and look at this and be like, what the actual You know what, I think I might as well, look, I better figure out this social media. I better figure out this social media content shit, man, because I'll never make it as a construction man when I've got a crew of misfits. And that's what this is. Cover the sensor. Okay, there's the sensor, covering the sensor. Sensor's dark. No light going to it. No light going to the sensor. What's the issue here? What's the issue? Let's think about this. So that light is on. There's power coming to this. I just got to take this thing down and rework it. That's what I got to do. Jesus freaking Christ, man. Sometimes you can't help but to laugh at the situation. Like, God bless it. Yeah, that's the next test is it wired correctly? We're about to find out. Joe's about to get up here. Yep.
Before I put this on, make sure that what I did is enough and all right. I cut to one side to where I can just slide it in.
Yep,
and
let me
then
take.
it can be flush on the other side. You want me to cut into that? Or...
Let's take a look at that real quick. Where's the impact situation for that outside light? I'm about to undo that and take a look at everything.
Another socket.
So you're underneath here enough? Yeah.
I can just flush it, like feed it into there. You know
Oh
what I'm
no, man! I'm talking about this guy. This.
saying? Okay. We can go underneath that now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I cut around that before.
All right, yeah. Just make it flush.
And then flush on that side. Just flush.
Flush on that side. It could have been flush on that side too. That's not really what I was worried about so much as the top.
Right.
The top.
Okay, and don't cut
And
it out
sit-
and feed it underneath there.
Yeah, that could have actually been notched out around there.
Yeah, that's what I did on the first one. I can do that.
But the little notch that we had here is the issue that I had.
Okay.
So make sure that it goes under here
Okay.
and at least up to here, if not under there as well. But you might just be able to go flush
I
to
can cut a
that.
flange out of it.
Yeah.
I can get it up under there.
But I ain't worried about you going down into that. That can be flush. I mean, that can be, cut off.
Okay.
Rounded off right there.
Gotcha.
And where's the impact at?
And the socket is in the DeWalt bag.
And where's the the electrical tester at?
In the clear bucket.
All right. Woo! Gosh! Almighty. Here we go, right there. All right. And here's this guy right here. Oh my God. Y'all wonder why I don't live from the job. And y'all got the nerve to be mad at me for the way that I used to fly off the handle. You see, I've developed so much growth in my later years. Because if I wasn't live, doing this, I might not have been too happy with that. But it is what it is. We're learning. We about to learn what's going on up here. Yes, we are. All right, let's go figure out what the frick is going on here. Well, if the bull nose is that kind of a trigonometry situation, I got to imagine what's going on up here probably is too. Yeah, man. My son, not even connected to nothing. What did you drill into? That'd be the next interesting dynamic to see here. Okay. All right, good deal. Here's our wires. So let's take a look at the wiring situation together. Drop the screw. Where's the battery tester at? In my pocket. Okay, take that guy out. Hold you right there. All right, let's see what we got going on, folks. Okay, light is down. All righty. Can't be that complicated. Don't stand on the top step, Joe. You're a bad dude. All right, what we got? That is not really telling me that it's live. That's so delayed. Huh. Any electricians in the house? Because something's going on here. I guess the only way that we can test this for real is to touch it. Let's touch each individual one and see which one shocks us the most. You know what's also interesting is the way that this is wired in here. It's not that good. It's got to be wired to a stupid switch. It's wired up. Hot to hot. Okay. So you're telling me you're getting power. What is this green wire? Is the green even a ground, or is the green another power? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we think that it is on an internal switch. We do think that because we've got a light down there, which is the closest light to us, and that's on. No, Sandy, we don't read instructions here. Instructions are for wussies. And I'm a smart man. I live every day like it's frickin' MacGyver. Please bring back spying on people with a drone. Well, now I can do it because it's not taboo. Remember, I'm partly the cause for inventing that. And now everybody does it, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. You're awesome for that. You're awesome for that. So we could do that. All right, this is the closest light switch to us. And then there's a light switch here, and that light is on. This light switch controls this. Let's see what we got back here further in the kitchen. GFCIs are lit up green, so everything's working there. There's a light switch for this little weird light here. Huh. There's an issue. And we're trying to troubleshoot that together. Is there a light switch for that upstairs? Oh my God, wouldn't that be diabolical? You're right though, Duber, we gotta go check. Green is ground, yes. Hey, peace, Dan, appreciate you stopping through here. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna go check upstairs for a switch. Hey, Gene, are you able to get in between there? Cool. Perfect, man.
It's getting there.
Yeah, buddy.
Some of them are gonna have to be slick because they were dentured in enough. I couldn't get it to quit sagging.
Oh, you good, man.
A little point up, that ain't gonna be the whole thing. Little point up.
Here we go. We're getting this guy in here now. That's what I'm talking about right there. There we go.
That look a little better.
Yeah, what's going on down there? She.
No, it's not. I got it damn in that fucking cut now. I'm gonna cut a little tail piece off of it.
All right, let me slide up here real quick. All right. All right, the back of the house is over here. Is there a light switch up here that it would be tied to? How freaking wild would it be if that son of a bitch is on this back bedroom light? I am going to be mad as all get out. Watch it be that too. Oh my God, watch it be that. There's no other option. There's nothing else it could be on. The light in the attic possibly too. The light in the attic, it could be on that too. Let me slide by.
Still sitting up. I'm gonna take that all in one and just make that a little bigger so it sits right here.
All right. Put the tongue on it, Josh said. That's crazy. Yo, if this is on that back bedroom light, there's only two lights it could be on. It could be on the back bedroom light, and we'll know right now. It could be on that back bedroom light, or it could be on the attic light. Those are the only two things back there. Don't you turn on, you son of a bitch. Don't you turn on. Eric, what's going on? Oh, shit. Hey, brother. You're the one that I need. You're an electrician. Our motion sensor light is not working for some reason. And we're going up to the top right now. So, my meter, my multimeter, my little... That son of a gun's supposed to be on green. And I don't know if orange means that the battery's almost dead in here. That could be the case. But here's the issue. We're getting a... Aaron says faulty light is the last answer. Well, regardless, the freaking thing's not working. People have been making comments saying test it at nighttime because it's daytime, it's not going to work. Am I getting a false reading from this piece of shit meter? Yeah, we definitely checked the switches. We checked the switches. We checked an upstairs bedroom switch. There's no other switches near us. Everything is turned on. Why are we getting a faint red that sounds like a bomb going off? What does that mean? Does that mean some power? Follow the conduit up into the attic. Yeah, we've already done all the sensor testing for the lights. And we've already tested the range. We've got it on test right now. Test should just turn it on. We're not even getting any kind of an on at all. Yeah, we did that. Cover the sensor with your hand for a minute. Duber, this is the brand of the sensor right here. It's a Cobalt. Cobalt, little $14 frickin' multimeter sensor. A bad light, that's crazy. It can't be a bad light, it's brand new. The test position will override the motion sensor. Yeah, so we're on test, or we were. Okay, test is on. It should be coming on no matter what. Why is this guy not coming on? The only sensible solution here is to go up into the attic and trace this thing back, which I really don't want to go up in this haunted frickin' attic. But I might need to. And this is all the way at the back of the frickin' house too, up in the frickin' soffit, and God, we are gonna be deep in the rafters up there. Holy shit. Swap the wires, they may be backwards. Wire it into an electrical cord, that's a pretty good idea. What was that? Remastered? I missed the comment. Question and nothing behind it. Just curious. Do you deal with black folks at all? Never seen you with them. I mean, the past videos, but I'm talking about working wise. Yeah, I had a couple of black guys. I've got one black friend. His name was Jason, and there was James, and there was, well, those were the only two. I had a couple of Spanish folks too. I've got one Spanish friend as well. But the fact of the matter is color ain't got nothing to do with nothing in terms of work. If you're a freaking, you know, a good worker, I'm gonna have you around. And the two black guys that I had, they were both damn good painters. The problem is that's all that they wore. They couldn't really do too much of anything else. Now, one of them could do some drywall work, and he wasn't bad with that. And his problem is he had the worst health in the world. This guy had multiple situations where he had to go to the hospital from my job site multiple times because of years and years of breathing in paint. And I would tell him profusely and even give them to him, paint respirators and masks, and tell him he needs to wear those, and he never would. He was stuck in his freaking ways. Watch this. Watch this. Hey, Gene. Hey, somebody in the comments called me a racist and said that I don't deal with black people. I had like one black guy work with me, right? A couple of them. See? Yeah. Gene will co-sign that. And why isn't one of them working with us?
You got health problems.
And what's wrong with them?
About to die.
So, for those of you who think I'm a white supremacist, I'm not. Okay?
So you meet everybody equally.
Exactly. Sometimes I can't stand Gene just because he's white. He be doing some white shit, man.
No, he's just crazy.
All right, man.
How can we even test it if it is the night, if it is the sun going down?
It's not. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a power supply issue.
What's it? I mean,
We checked it.
Do we have another tester?
Yep.
Let me get the other tester.
Did you get a red beeping over there?
Yeah.
We did.
But that means that the tester is bad. Oh, we got a good tester. Damn, we got another tester. Let me see all that. We got like 3 of these damn things.
I keep buying them because we keep helping them out with like tables.
Okay, we got 3 of these. Any more race comments? Because I'm here for them. I'm ready to Charlie Kirk with y'all all day. Stop. That was fucking horrible. All right. They always said he was a racist. All right, anyways. Going back up to the top. I'm ready to... All right, we got 2 new testers. So we're assuming that we've got no power. And we've got no power. That stupid ass tester was giving us a false hope.
On the first
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, so green on here, nothing on here. So we got no power. We're dead.
Don't take that look though.
I'm getting something though. Something is reading up here. Something is reading here.
You hear me?
What's that?
We got 3 of them off over here.
Holy shit, we got breakers off. Hey, flip them son of guns.
Okay.
Yeah, bless it. All of them on?
Yes.
And nothing still. Okay. All right. Why am I getting a little beep here and there? All right, well, the fact of the matter is...
Ones off that were off before that was for the thermostat and stuff and such.
Yeah, those big double breakers, we're assuming are for the thermostat, for the range and things like that. Are all the breakers on right now?
Everything's on right now.
Okay, you can cut back off the ones that
Okay.
were, yeah. All right, I'm gonna need that 6-foot ladder and we need to get up to the attic. We're going up and,
You want me to take it upstairs?
please, I'm gonna go up there and fight this demon in the attic myself.
You gonna have enough light up there? You want me to get you a drop light?
There's, yeah, we'll see. See what's going on. No switch for the light. Yes, we've checked all the switches. So our switches we have for here. We have a switch for here. And then you got 3 switches here. One of these is for the back porch light, and then 2 of these are for inside lights, and everything was on. So nothing else. Nothing else. Lieutenant Dan, wanting to be a mod. I'll make you a mod, but I can't do it right here. I have to do it from the computer. Gene, I'm going to go up there and fight that exorcism myself. Spanger says it's wired up backwards. It doesn't matter if it was wired up backwards. We're not getting no power, so.
If it was wired backwards, then I'm, you know.
No, but there's no power going to the meter was bad. So when the light, Gene, is yellow on this meter, that means this bitch is going to give us a bad reading.
Well, no, I had him stick the one he used yesterday, and I used it in the socket, and it beat red. And he went up there and put it on, and it fucking turned red. I swear.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, I'm just saying.
I swear it turned red, Joe.
I don't know what, but that's what I was saying about the red part. We put it on the socket in here, and it turned red. And I went out there and put it on the.
It turned red. So I don't. That's the problem I got with it, Joe. It's got power.
What's got power? It doesn't have power. Go check it right now. Go check it right now and come back in here and tell me we had it all wrong. I'll be in the attic fighting the demon. Because I got to go chase this wire.
He's trying to figure this out.
All right, you can get that out of my way now. We'll get this guy going. All right, can you pull that down for me?
Yep.
Folks, if I don't come back out of this attic, at least you'll see why. Live. God, thank God I don't got a real job, because I would be fired for all this shit. All he does is live stream. All right, here we go. Spirits, I mean you no harm. There's that piece of foil that was moving on its own. Let's see if that son of a bitch moves again. Spirits, I mean you no harm. All right, that was the piece of foil that moved by itself.
You're detected? Yeah.
You detected power. There's no way, I just tested the damn thing. All right.
Yesterday evening, I went up there after I put it in, and it was red, but it wasn't showing no light.
What the hell is that noise? That ain't my phone. That ain't my phone. Dog, the meters are picking up something up here.
All right, it's over here.
God, we are like some crackhead ghost hunters. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a light.
Let's turn on the flashlight. Can we do that while we're live? We can't do that while we're live. We're going to need this. Holy shit, we got to go way back there. And there's no way to do it from over here. We got to go the back route. Oh, boy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm absolutely petrified of ghosts. What are you talking about? And I'm up here by myself. And I'm watching that piece of foil. Joe, don't go where it's dark. Oh, the asbestos. The asbestos. This is bullshit, to be honest. This is not what I wanted to do today, was chase freaking wires. Not what I was looking forward to. But I tell you what, it's turning out to be a pretty damn good live stream. How about that? Spirit is stealing the energy from your meter. What if the spirit actually cut the freaking wire? Huh, that would be wild. Nothing's moving up here, so that's a good sign. Got my eyes peeled for that. Got my spirit detector right here, because these shits just started going off in my pocket for no reason. Spirits, if you're up here, announce yourself, make yourself present. It's count time. Yes. This is not a good start to today. It's really not. This is holding us up in a major way. But it is what it is. You're going to have to troubleshoot things like this. And there's no other way to do it but to troubleshoot it. So we'll find out where the wire goes. It probably goes to nowhere. Probably goes to freaking nowhere. Jason said they already made their presence known with the meter. Y'all heard that shit. That shit sounded like poltergeist. Damn sure sounded like some poltergeist. Right now, these guys are trying to get some light for me so that we can get back to the very back. It's pretty warm up here, too. So, I'm not really looking forward to this, to be honest. But I'm going to do it because you got to be willing to do the things that you'd ask your guys to do. Watch your step. We do got good ground so far, but there is plenty of spaces where there is no ground whatsoever. So definitely booby trapped up here. Getting the light coming up now. Oh shit, we never put the top on that gang box over there. We need to do that. Trig, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. This is definitely Dusk Till Dawn. We're up here in an attic. We're chasing Ghost. The ghost of meth head, past, present, and beyond. Yeah, we're actually trying to chase a wire right now, not chase a dragon, so that's what it is. It's too close to Christmas time. It could be the ghost of Christmas past. God only knows.
Hey, can you feed this to me so I can get it up and over? Yeah. Thank you.
All right, I need kind of like all hands on deck here. And I'm going to start going back, so I need a C right here. So can you feed me light this way?
You want to come through here?
Yeah, holy shit.
Let me get all the...
But you can probably do it from right here.
Let me get all the slack.
Oh my God, this is what we got to deal with?
Yeah, keep coming.
Dog, I got to get way back there.
We got to get all the way to the back of the house.
Eric, appreciate you, man. That doesn't even look insulated. I see some
All right, that should get us
some
back.
R13 back there, some R12.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my God.
Right here. All right.
There's our junction box that we installed the other day.
I'll get your attention.
All right, here's what I need.
Want me to get back over the light?
Nah, I'm gonna do this. I need you to kind of walk with me though, so you be the light.
Right on.
You be the light. Whew. This is sketch right here, boys. All right, there's where the floor stops. And this is where we're trekking out into no man's land. Okay, so we do got, right on top of here, there is some walk right here underneath of here.
Okay.
But it's not much, it separates. Ah, Jesus Christ. This is not what I had in mind for a Wednesday. Okay, got Jason right behind me. Shout out to the cameraman with the light. You okay back there? All right, perfect. I see a wire way back there. All right. Holy shit. And man, we got some freaking no-face insulation. All right, watch your step because now we're stepping on straight rafters. They definitely did some rafter work in here. All right. That's where she ends, way back there. Is that where that wire is?
Yeah, it's coming up out the soffit.
Holy Christ.
All the way in the back.
Who the hell they send back here? Damn, that one ain't got no top on it neither. There's a junction box with no top on it. Holy shit, this is a whole... They rebuilt the whole back of this house with 2x4 rafters, though. God dang, boy. This ain't never gonna pass no inspection. What the hell am I worried about? Every junction box.
Everything's good to walk on right here. Right?
Well, shit, dude. At your own discretion, don't go through no ceiling.
Right.
All right, there's the back of the house right there. Holy shit. This is, look at that. That's a false sense of security right there. That's not even screwed in. Is that the wire? It's got to be that wire. or it's that wire right there. It's one of those two. And we're back here to it. All right. I just need to get a meter on it.
You're on you, right?
I do have a meter on me, yes.
Okay.
I need to see right here if there's a, I got a rafter right here. Oh shit. Boy, if Joko's falling through this ceiling, that would be views. All right, well, we got no power here. What the hell does this go to?
I'll come with the shed light on.
Holy shit. Look at that. Give me a light right there. That wire is chewed up. That wire is chewed through. I just talked about this type of shit. That wire is chewed through right there, buddy. And look at the asbestos in the air. Oh, that wire is completely chewed. Yes, sir, that's a chew mark.
Where's it dropping? Is it dropping in right there? That's the soffit out there?
Well, regardless, there's no power to none of this, okay? And I've got the upstairs light on, all right?
What
So,
that red beep mean? That wasn't it?
no, that ain't it. We should be having, if these wires were live, we would be having a continuous beeping. Okay, there's nothing going on here. This 14.2 ain't connected, so we need to trace this back and see where she goes to. There's a box right there, but it looks like, I can't tell if it, because it looks like it goes that way.
This one right here is the one that runs on the other side.
Okay. Put that meter in there and just touch it inside there. All right, so we do got power in there. All right, so you're saying that one runs to the outside?
Yes, this is to that wire right there.
All right, so let's just assume that that's the guy. Let me get over there and see what's going on. And I'm gonna need you with some light on me.
All right.
Boy, this is a lot. I need a freaking headpiece for this.
Let me make sure I got mine. Okay.
I got a freaking big ass winter coat on up here.
It's warm up here now.
All right, so there's the box. All this for that. Boy, they did some jerry rigging framing on this. Boy, this is wild. Okay, so we think that's the wire right there. Let me set that meter.
Yep.
Okay, she hot.
And then running out of that junction, it goes underneath, right?
And then she's hot here. Okay. So this is this wire. Where's this guy go?
Oh, shit.
So this guy, oh, it's dead. Look at that. There it is right there. I bet you that's the wire. I bet you that's it, because that guy is going to the back.
And then what, does it go underneath?
No, it goes right back there and it shoots back over there. And that wire ain't connected to shit.
That's us.
There she is.
Okay.
Checkmate, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Now,
And why is it not connected? Is that because it's the chewed wire? It could be because it's the chewed wire. But you're saying that this guy, okay, that's what it is, man. There's no doubt in my mind.
go into that junction as well?
I don't know, man. It looks like that wire went for that junction.
Right. That's what I mean.
That's a mess of shit, ain't it?
Yeah.
Show me over here. It's all 14.2, so it should be okay. Okay? If we wanted to tie into here, we could definitely do so. We just need a...
Hey, do you want me to turn this power off at the breaker while we get ready to do this electrical work? Because I'm assuming that you're wanting another 14.2 to replace the chewed wire and run it out the soffit, or... Oh, man, that's going to be a bitch.
No, I can't do that.
I'd splice it right
I'd have to
there.
junction box it.
Because it's already going through the conduit, too, and installed. So you got to pretty much keep that exterior... wire
That could be
outside.
why they've got this thing undone, because of the chew mark, right? I want to get it connected to see if it works. That's what I want to do first.
Okay.
So we need to get Gene to shut off the power.
All right, and I'm gonna get at the landing. I'm gonna leave the light up here.
But we can't have him turn off the light that gives us our light. You know what I mean?
We're in the bedroom, and
So if we're tied up to the bedrooms,
I'm in the bedroom across the hall, though. So,
but I think all the lights are going to be on the same.
What we'll do is, you'll be able to communicate with me at the stairs. I'll get Gene outside, and hopefully we can find just this one and continue with the light.
The problem is I need the easiest way to do this would be to just cut off the main. Okay? If we cut off the main, but we're going to lose the light up here, and I can't get I can't get this flashlight on here while I'm doing this live.
I can get one of Gene's phones. Mine's charging. He's got 2 or 3 of them, so I can bring that up here, I guess.
Gene's got 2 or 3 phones?
Yeah, they're all broken.
What the
They're all
fuck?
hammer shit.
What the hell's he doing with 2 or 3 phones? All right. Yeah, let me pull this wire through.
Right.
See what we got here. So we got all of our wire right here. We got a ground. I don't even got a ground. My ground's broken off in here, so I'm gonna need some freaking Kleins.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tie right into this box.
While I'm going down to get them, I can give you a knife too. You got one of those?
Nah, I don't need a knife. I really just need the Kleins.
Okay.
I need those nice new yellow Kleins that we had.
Okay.
And then, yeah. Lieutenant Dan, Joe is the electrician. Timu headlamp. Folks, if you're looking for the perfect gift for your boy, Electrician Joe, I could use a freaking body mount for the phone so we could live stream all day long like this. We're having a great old time, aren't we? Up in the attic. Hey, you need to watch where you're going, so.
Yeah, I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, are you, and you're just wanting to take the main off? You're not wanting to try to just get that one off first?
Man, you're going to be playing with them freaking outlets the whole time, trying to figure that out.
All right, well, I'll shut it down and come back up with a flashlight and the Kleins. Is there anything else you're going to need up here?
No, I can do it all with the Kleins.
You tied into what's going on?
Kyle says Joe's recording himself doing a finable offense by the CCB department. Hey, look, man, we're on a Hollywood set right here. This is all just staged for the views. Ain't that wild? Y'all believed that this was for real, didn't you? This is an AI video. See, you're not only dealing with a freaking an electrician, old Joe is. You're also dealing with a freaking a Jose Baez type of a lawyer defending himself up into the courtroom. I'm not here to F around with y'all. How you gonna convict me? Convict me of what? You don't even know where we're at. You don't got the slightest idea, city code enforcement. Boy, we in Quebec somewhere. I'm not even in this country. Oh, God. Yeah, man, we don't need no receipts. Take that, Kyle. I wish I had somewhere I could sit down. I've got a knee resting on a rafter. I'm in insulation. I'm just not having a good old time of it. I thought that I was... I thought that I was going to be just doing a little freaking easy Bob Vila painting today. Well, there goes the power. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This is goddamn scary. Whew. I can't see nothing, and you can't see me, and all I've got is the light from an electrical tester, and we are trapped in the closet. I mean the attic. And I'm sweating. I got a winter coat on. It's about hot as all get out up here. Yeah, it is. You know, this reminds me of a story. I'm not sure if I've ever shared the story of the attic from the flip house. Did I ever do that? Whew. We're telling horror stories in the attic. Hey, man, this is some sketch shit right here, buddy. This is the type of shit you don't really want to be having. Oh, my God, we got the light from a freaking Timu cell phone coming back here. Be careful in the attic, man. Hey, we're doing stuff. For those of you who say, Joe don't really be doing nothing, Joe be doing the heavy lifting. And when I tell you, it don't get no more heavy lifting than this, here comes my guy right here trying to get back to me. Okay, test the, yep, we got no power in here. We're good to go. Cool. You okay?
Yeah.
Take your time. Whatever you do, don't hurt yourself. All right, and make sure you can see where you're going. All right.
All right, now here's your Kleins.
Oh my God, I can't see a fucking thing. Perfect.
I'll get you there.
All right. All right, so here we are. We are in the dark. There we go right there. There's our freaking situation. All right, do me a favor. Can you hold 2 phones at once?
Sure.
You hold that phone and just film the evidence. Oh, you know what's wild? No, I guess it doesn't matter. which one is the power feed. So we're gonna assume that the two together are gonna be the two blacks. Now we got a Rubik's Cube problem here, buddy. So let's see what we've got here. We've got all these negatives right here. And then we've got these two hots, and then we've got two hots and a white for some strange freaking reason. And why is that? So we assume that our main feed is this guy right here, okay? The two hots together got to be our main feed.
Okay.
Tying into what looks like two other hots and the negative, okay? So the main feed is also acting with the hot going into what's running out. This is what's running out. This is our main feed. Our main feed is using our negative from one of the wires to jump into the other legs. Does that make any sense? I know it doesn't. But that's how I'm assuming that this is going to go. So what I need to do is I need to tie in this wire to what's going out, which is all of this, and put our negatives to that bundle of negatives right there, and then tie our neutral in, okay? I assume that by doing that, we've now got power going out. But do we need constant power going out? That's another issue. So this is going to be kind of a frickin' trigonometry fuckery situation of just trying to figure out what's good. People probably commenting like, this guy's a freaking idiot, he's a moron. But one thing about it, I figured this shit out. Oh my God, are you a professional? No. I just flipped houses for a couple of years. Okay? I just flipped houses for a couple of years. That's it, nothing major. Get that freaking dumbass paper off of there. All right, so we can undo this guy here. Now, this could be a situation where we got to do this a couple of times because we might want to tie it into the main power that's constantly on.
Uh-huh.
That way it's constantly on and it doesn't need to rely off of a light switch. We're going to try this both ways and we're going to see which one actually works. But I bet you both ways work because Joe's, say it with me now, the smartest man to ever live. He's such a genius with everything that he does. Now, we're also not worried about the exposed wire at the end. There's nothing too exposed. It looks like it was just the conduit that was chewed through. We'll deal with that after we remedy. Okay, so there's our wiring conglomeration right there. These are our feeds going out. Here are our neutrals. It would be nice if I had another wire nut for the negative, for the grounds. We don't have that right this second.
I can get Gene to throw me one up.
Well, that's a problem. So,
once you get that one, is that what you're waiting on right now?
yeah, if I had that ground, that wire nut, I'd be really happy. Hey, Gene!
Here, I'll yell at him.
Oh, Gene! Constant power, let them know. What are y'all talking about? No electrical gloves doesn't help. Constant power for the motion light. Yep, that's what we want. All right, good deal. Kyle, you don't even know what the department's called. You're an idiot. Shut up, Kyle. You think you're the first one to contact them people on me? You think they don't know exactly who I am? You better put some respect on my name. Oh, Jesus, man, my leg's going to sleep and I can't move because I can't see. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, God. Don't go through the floor, Joe. Whew. Kyle, thank you for just joking. Because what I'm doing right now is real badass shit. I can't see. I'm up here by my damn self. The only light that I've got is from a rat's nest over there. Okay? And we're waiting on a wire nut. But isn't it wild how I just be freaking, I'd be figuring the shit out. Okay? It's wild how that is. Y'all don't get, I don't want to say y'all because y'all rock with me, but a lot of people don't give me enough respect for doing this type of shit and figuring it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Eric's advice. We're going to go right into the main and we're not going to worry about this jumper leg that's on here. So we'll pull that off and do it again. You got that fast? Yeah. All right, careful now, buddy. Everything's going relatively okay. Appreciate it, Eric. I ain't no pro with this. I barely got any experience to be all, at all, but I ain't no dummy. And sometimes it just takes a little common sense to figure out a situation. This might be a little bit more than that, but... All right, you got me the wire nut?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the camera. Perfect, I just need one. I'm good with that. All right, we're gonna take this off. We're gonna go into the main feed. All right, over here. Here's our main feed. Okay. All right, don't blow nothing up, Joe. It's all good in theory.
Here, I can't see it. I'm trying to get footage of it. Here you go.
All right, it's all good in theory. That freaking ground is not giving me a lot of room to maneuver. Got it? All right, get ready to yell down to Gene. Is he?
He's outside Bondo sanding.
Oh, man, we need him on our side here.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll work it from the hallway upstairs, you know what I'm saying?
What I want him to do is cut the power on and then go test that light.
Okay. Okay.
And then we should be good. And I'll know if there's a problem because
And I'll be listening.
we'll be sparking up like a big fat doobie. Ah, for Christ's sake, Joe. When I tell you this is an upcharge, whew. Watch us be on the wrong wire. That would be diabolical. Shout out to the 223 rocking with us on the work day today.
All right, now, I'm going to open up this window in the hallway. Joe's upstairs, got everything wired up. Want to flip the breaker, go out there with the tester as well. If he doesn't yell, then either the light's on test, it'll either come on or we'll test it or whatever. All right?
Corn pop, yeah, we could burn up in a ball of flames right here. We could definitely burn up in a ball of flame. Here we go. Getting ready. Shh.
You ready?
Go ahead. Power's on. Light. Say it again. Say it with your motherfucking chest. Ah! I'll be doing that shit. Joe does stuff. That's because it's a motion sensor. He said it just went off. Oh, boy. Gene said the light just went off. I said, that's because it's a motion sensor. Oh my God, I'm stuck. All right, I'm gonna send you guys back up here to deal with this later. I need this thing closed up and buttoned up.
What are you talking about now? What's the scope?
Oh, for Christ's sakes, I'll just do it my damn self. I'm here.
All right, we got a light now.
All right, where's Gene at?
He's down there grinding.
All right. Well, just hold me.
Uh-huh.
And man, I'm telling you, be careful. Okay? Because I don't want to get electrocuted.
No, nobody does.
I don't want to die. Okay? All of this is hot. This is as hot as it gets. Okay? Things in. Don't electrocute your boy. Okay? Careful not to touch nothing. Okay? That guy is down. Okay? That guy is down. And that guy, we need to do something better with this. This all should have been in a junction box. So, realistically, I can't film how we're going to fix this, but that's at least down in the box. So we're good with that. And then we will fix that issue down there at a later date. But we're good to go for the time being. Let me look at it real quick. Just to make sure that there's nothing exposed. The conduit is chewed through for sure. The conduit is definitely chewed through. All right. Can I get some more light back here, please? I don't see any live wire right there. There's gonna be a junction box that's needed. We got to put a junction box there. And when we do that, we're probably gonna have to junction box that guy too. This is about to be a major upcharge. Yes, we could electrical tape that, of course we could. Yeah, and we might do that. I mean, ain't none of this shit gonna pass inspection, no way. When you're looking at how they frame this shit in. This is freaking crazy. All right, is there an easier way out, or do I gotta go back?
I would go, if you're a bigger guy, I'd go on that side if you can stand up taller. This side, you can get off of it.
All right, I'm gonna go the way that I came then.
And I got the light going through the trunk. So.
Hey man, that deserves a couple of likes on this. Okay? Name another who could do a live stream, troubleshoot an electrical situation, be crawling in an attic on rafters, and not lose sight of the mission. All right. Don't hold on to that for too long. All right, we're starting to get back to civilization a little bit. Starting to. You okay?
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good, right? Y'all rocked with me on that? Good. Okay. I'm seeing light at the end of the tunnel, and we are back. Whew. Eric, that one was for you, brother. You were the one that told me don't put it on the leg, put it on the line. Or the load, or whatever it was. You okay?
Yeah.
It's hot as shit up there. And that's about the extent of the work that Joe's doing for the day. Okay?
Get up there with that. You had to get up there with the spirit.
I had to get up there in the back.
All right, Joe. Hold on for a second.
Hey, you want me to take that?
You got it?
Yep. Good job, fellas. Hey, team effort. Everybody did good.
I'm gonna have to do something on that second tread, man. It squeaks when all those walk out. We gotta find out where we gotta put it up.
You need to put a screw in it.
All right, Joe.
I didn't want to do that because I thought this was going to be a finished deal. Okay. One putty, I guess.
Check it out.
All right.
Up there, it's still a little bit gooey. Outside, still a little bit gooey. That's the last batch I did. But if you can see, same color as all the rest of mine. None of this was. So the only way I can think to harden it up is when I go redo the bonder. When I go to put my second coat on.
Add a lot more hardener too.
Yep. You think that'll work?
If not, you can heat gun it.
Okay. It's just up there and a couple outside. Everything else dried up good.
Yep. Good job.
Did you get up on that wall that was up there? There's one on the back, but I want to see.
Shout out to you guys, man. That was some ball shit we just did right there. We went on a freaking mission and we got it done. So you tell me that light works?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see that for myself.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to go and play with it. Just shut off after it turns on.
Yeah. Motion light. It'll get right.
Yeah.
You got the socket around here with the.
I do. It's in my pocket.
Okay.
It should be right there.
You want me to get up there and some switches? See if it comes on?
Yeah.
Because it came right on as soon as I turned the power button on. There you go. All I have to do is block it.
Let me see. Light. Perfect. Good deal. Joe the electrician. I like playing with shit that I ain't got no business playing with.
Hey, you remember how all this had the gang treaty on these?
Yeah.
You know what each one of these are?
What?
Bullet holes. Somebody came by and shot this whole damn thing up.
Oh,
Gang shit on there.
Yeah, I knew it was bullet holes, but that is wild to think that somebody was disrespecting the set like that.
Hey, do you want me to get the, after that gets mounted, I only got the, because I only had this ladder out yesterday, you want me to get the 18 or the 16 and get up there and put these clamps?
No, I don't want no more of them clamps. Them clamps look like shit, so one is fine enough.
Hey, Jason. Remember them all them little white little straps after you had this.
Hey, are we back? Are we back? Y'all let me know if we're back. I had a phone call come through and I tried to bang on the phone call. Yeah, I wasn't trying to end the stream. I was trying to bang on the phone call and then it froze the stream up. It's crazy how that happened. Sorry about that. Yeah. I do not really like the way that that's in there with that, but I guess you really ain't got no other.
No, because the flush mount is for behind, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that was conduit on the outside, so I had to go through the top to get it in there. I tried before fishing it behind it, and it just was making the box so it wasn't seating right. I had to drop it in there like that.
Well,
That's for wires underneath the set.
I need to think about that a little bit more. JMU at Oregon? Shit, Oregon's going to beat the dog shit out of them people.
You want me to go ahead and mount this, right?
Damn it. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
You got the lag.
I don't know.
There.
Sorry.